What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of The Word on Woodward. I'm Daniella Bruce alongside Art Regner, and joining us today, Red Wings forward Austin Czarnik. Austin, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. We're excited to learn a little bit more about you today.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
All right, we know that you celebrated a 30th birthday just a couple of days ago. So first of all, happy birthday. That's a big one.
Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of fun. We were able to have a little party with the family, so it was good to do that and just see everyone.
So why don't you kick this off by telling us a little bit about you? We know that you grew up in the area. You've played hockey for a really long time, and your career has brought you full circle back to Detroit. So tell us about that journey for you.
Yeah, I started playing with Bell Tire growing up, then kind of bounced around with teams. So did that. Then went to USA for the 2 years when it was Ann Arbor, and then went to Green Bay for a year, and then went to Miami University to play my college career. Probably some of the best years of my life, besides having my family. So then I turned pro. Was Boston for 3 years. Had some good memories there, and then kind of bouncing around a lot lately. So it was Calgary, New York, and Seattle, and now here. So there's been a lot going on for us, but my family's making it.
What I really wanted to start off was, and there's a ton of questions I really do want to ask you, because I follow all the Michigan-born players. You know, wherever you play, you have a knack. You're a highly skilled player, but you scored, I guess, even though technically it's not, the first goal ever at Little Caesars Arena. Do you have the puck? Is that a milestone for you? I mean, it would be for me, a kid from Detroit scoring in the first game ever. Boom, you own that record.
Yeah, I don't have the puck. I do not have the puck, but it was a cool feeling being from here. So it's something I'll always remember. Obviously, it wasn't a regular season goal, but the first ever goal here is a cool thing to have. So it was definitely a cool experience to be able to do it, and I'm honored to have it.
Wait, why did you not hunt that puck down?
I didn't think about it, and then our trainer said, "Do you want me to get the puck?" And then the puck went out to play the next shift, so it was gone. Someone has it. Someone has it.
You mentioned that you spent some time bouncing around a little bit before landing here. What was the process like for you in coming to Detroit? Did you have those conversations with Steve Yzerman? And that had to be pretty cool for you too, right? Growing up here.
Yeah, it was really cool. We've tried to work out a deal in the past, and it just never lined up. And we finally were able to find something that worked for both of us. So that was one thing we want to do, is be close to our family, and a lot of stuff going on with our lives. But now we're closer, and that's what we wanted, and we're just happy to be here right now.
I guess perseverance is really like maybe your middle name. That you've said it's been kind of rough, kind of bouncing around and going from here to there, because at every level you've always shown that you have skill, you have talent, that you belong. How difficult has that been to you? Or you seem to be, perhaps at 30 years old, comfortable with where you're at and have maybe a better understanding, is it a maturity? Because you seem that, you've said you're playing your best hockey right now. Is that just because, hey, I've been through everything, I mean, now I'm just having fun? Yeah,
I think that's a big part of it. You learn more as you get older too, obviously. So to be able to understand my game a little bit better, know my role more. I was always trying to be, offensive the whole time, my first couple years of pro. So I think now just having a more rounded game, knowing my role on the fourth line, just getting the pucks in and just create energy, it's really helped us as a team and helped myself.
You mentioned that fourth line, and it's interesting you bring that up. You're sort of the veteran, right? Playing with Jonathan Berggren and Joe Veleno on that line, but you guys are clicking. Can you just talk about the chemistry that you've been able to build with them? Yeah,
it's obviously they're two great players, and me and Bergie had a couple games down in Grand Rapids, and obviously Joe and Bergie last year. So we just know how each other play, and that's the biggest thing. When you're on the same page, that's what helps so much to build the chemistry. So we're able to just find each other. We know what we need to do. We know we need to get pucks in and just create the energy, and we've been able to do that.
I'm curious, has the game evolved to a point where a player such as you, who is highly skilled and maybe not the tallest man on the planet, that today's game is conducive to the game that you play?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit more. I think it's starting to get a little bit bigger again. But it's just how you play. I mean, you can be 6'5", 5'6". Look at Johnny Gaudreau, 5'8" or whatever. He's 150, 160, somewhere in there with weight. So it's 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 just how you play, and it's how much you want it, I feel like. So to be able to just be in this situation's been fun. You learn a lot about yourself and as a player. So I've been able to do that, and I'm trying to just do that every day here.
And one question, this always intrigues me a little bit. Derek Lalone talks about you, and he talks about how reliable you are and how lucky they are to have someone like you in the organization that can get that call up whenever they're needed and you can slot right in. And it's a whole new system for all of the players this year, right? In Grand Rapids, I'm imagining you learn the same system that they learn here, but is it difficult to make that transition and just kind of make it so seamless like you have?
Yeah, there is a little bit of difference from down there and up here, obviously because different personnel, different different players like that. So there is a little difference, but when you come up, they help us really dial it in and know what you're going to be doing and all the systems before the game. So when you know what you're doing and just try to stick with that, you're going to have success. So they've been doing a good job with just explaining everything to all the young guys, and we're just trying to do it.
Each system that you've been in, I remember asking Jeff Blashill this question, and he always told me that. I said, is there a style of hockey? Is there an American style? This was when he was doing international stuff. Is there a Finnish style or a Swedish style? And he said everyone copies each other, that no matter where you're playing, the style is still the same. Have you found that in the NHL as you've gone from organization to organization, that you already know how the Red Wings are playing because they play like the Bruins have played, like the Kraken have played? Is that true?
Yeah, there's variations of, what teams are going to do, but it is pretty much a lot of teams do the same thing. The teams that have success, teams look at, bottom teams look at that and try to see what they're doing different. So it's definitely, a lot of teams do the same thing, but, it's who can execute better.
All right. Last question from me. I can't guarantee you. This is your first experience with Art Regner, so I can't guarantee you how many questions he still has going on in there.
I do have a lot, but I'll tone it down.
Okay, good, perfect.
It's a holiday.
Make a good impression on Austin, okay?
I think we bonded already.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. Well, we know that the team's goals, is obviously to get to the playoffs, right? To take that step this year. What are your personal goals as you look ahead to the rest of the season?
I think just try to do my role. When we're not in a good spot or we're struggling, just try to bring the energy like I said earlier. And when we can do that, we help the team out, the fourth line. So I think just try to get better every single day, push all the guys to get better, and just try to contribute when we can.
When you at first put on the winged wheel, the red and white sweater, whether it was the white one or the red one, what was your initial feeling when because you've been pretty adamant that, hey, I feel honored to play for my hometown team and wear this. What was it like when you put it on? When did it sink in that, hey, I'm a freaking Red Wing?
Yeah, it was definitely a cool experience. I know Larks and Osterley and all whoever else. I can't remember everyone from Michigan here, but Copper. Yep,
I think that's it.
I think that's it, right? Yeah. So obviously for every one of us, it was a special feeling. That's one thing that you always dream of as a kid, and I know they felt the same way. So it was definitely a surreal moment for me, just to be able to say I've played for the Red Wings, but, now I just want to make it an everyday thing.
Do you have a hockey card in a Red Wing jersey or anything?
No.
No?
No.
Are you into any kind of milestones? Do you have any pucks or anything that you've ever done? Or
yeah, I got a couple. I got a couple. That's it.
He doesn't believe in keeping everything.
Hey,
I got a couple.
That's when my days are over as a hockey player. I'll reflect on it.
I have more jerseys. So
there you
that
go.
way. I like the jerseys. Yeah.
Thank all of you for tuning in to another edition of The Word on Woodward. We'll see you next time.